can sell it, I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young...
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's our time. Switch it. Come on, switch it, get it.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready? Mike 25.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
47's the Mike, boy. 40, flip it. 47. Come on, boy.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught, and Spearman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 21-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jones. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Set. 60-or. Switch up, switch up. Ready.
Throwing Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Being chased out left, and he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready. Blue way. Check 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 5-0.
Winston on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And some room to work. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Sam off.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 2nd down, Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Jones. And Tate's got it. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
A gain of 5. 1st down, New York.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Rock it. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Coming to you, coming to you. 56 the mark, boy, 56. Check 56. Here we go.
Here's Winston.
Let's bring it.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Jameis to throw it. He's got Evans. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
From the 44, Winston rolling to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Winston. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, it's Logan, and they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
This is Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Switch. Bang, 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 lock it. Bang, bang. Jack. Watch the signal. Leo. Shoot.
A first down carry for Barkley. Levante David in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 99. You draw Porker. Hey, Alpha. 54. Mike 54. Defense.
From the 39, Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We got it. Kill. Chopper.
Jones now throwing on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
to pick up a 6.
A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes.
Under 10.
Now Jones off the bootleg. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
At the Bucs 16-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 45. Check. Alert 3. General West.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Wait.
From the gun, Winston. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Winston now. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Black 25. I got him. Green, triple C.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. That's it.
On third down, Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hey, ready. White 25. Check black 47. Yeah. Wide. Get wide. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping. Out.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Kill. Turn up.
Go on. Ready.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
Kill.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jones from the gun on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Tate. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
All day, just like that.
On first down, Jones eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. Shoot.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go, let's go.
Their own 36-yard line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Zach Brown on the tackle. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
No. Check 24, check 24. Shift.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Get him, boy. Get him, boys.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Again, it's Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give them 18 there. The Giants have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Smith! Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check right.
On 4th down, Jones. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go!
They run again with Logan. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.